So what would it be like to have a client? Well, you would have some sort of tool or software, maybe Slack, maybe Discord, maybe you use Asana, maybe you use Notes, text. You could use the tool that we're building at Rich+Niche, the OPMA manager. And you would basically say, hey, look, when you need something, send me a message and I'm going to get it back to you as quick as possible. So in the modern OPMA model, you're trying to deliver fast. And so productization of your service allows you to go through your process quickly without getting lost into sort of the thinking, oh, what should I do for this video? Oh, what do I need to do? It's like follow your process, bulletproof your process. And clients understand at this price point, it's not custom Super Bowl commercial, my man. It's get it done and be efficient. Video edit, level 1 to level 3. What is that? Level 1 edit is just cleaning out the junk. Level 2 is like adding layers, adding text, adding B-roll, adding music. Level 3 is custom animation, custom scoring, custom anything. Okay, that's not really what you want to do. Level 1 to 2 is where you want to go. Some people need level 1. Let's say I want to take this whole video I just made today and just cut it down to 20 minutes and say, okay, I'm going to give you a video. I want a level 1 edit down to 20 minutes. All you're going to do is take this 2-hour live stream, cut out the most boring parts. You're going to have to cut some good stuff, but the last 20 is going to be gold. I only need a level 1 on that. Now, next week, I want to do a level 2 edit. It's going to be a cornerstone video. I'm going to make a video that speaks to a broad, top of the funnel audience. It's going to be how to do X from A to Z, comprehensive guide. And that's going to be a level 2 edit. I need some text on top. I need a little B-roll to keep it engaging. I need a really fast-paced intro with a little bit of graphics. That's level 2. Publishing process is just a checklist. It's just a checklist. You just make sure you're doing everything right, you didn't forget anything, and that you stick to that process. And promoting, that's where you can get a little bit more funky. You know, maybe they have a Twitter audience, a LinkedIn, maybe they have Patreon. Like there's different things people could have where you would want to go. Maybe they have an email list. So you could say, I'll write an email blast and promote your YouTube video. And remember, you're just like having a menu of services. Imagine your client can just read your menu and pick what they want. And they're not forced to have just 5 videos a month, or they are not allowed to go outside the scope, or they're not allowed to ask for extra revisions. And that's why this model is important. This is the little aha here. When you work in creative and there is revisions, it is very annoying to price and charge for little revisions. It's also annoying to ask for them. It's like, oh, you made a little mistake on the video. I gotta ask you to go back. It's just dreadful. You already outputted it maybe. But videos can't have those kind of mistakes. Maybe it's a dead black frame. Maybe the cut went wrong. Like things can happen. It happens to me all the time. So that's something to keep in mind, that revisions kind of drive the unlimited request model. That way, if they're like, nope, make it better, make it better, make it better, no problem. I'm excited to make it better because next month I'm going to get paid again, and I'm just doing the work I love to do, which is serving your brand as a digital marketer. And I love that because I'm working remotely. So if that's what you want from me, that's what I'll do. See, when I had clients, I was not obsessed about packages, like you only get this. I was obsessed about becoming their right-hand man and saying, you can ask me for what you need and I'll get it done. And that's why I know how to do everything. Eventually you see the problems that people have and you want to go discover how to solve them. You're not just like, here are some posts for your MySpace. I don't care if MySpace isn't popular. You're only getting MySpace because I'm a MySpace specialist. Good luck, MySpace specialist. Know what I'm saying, guys? Know what I'm saying? Question in the chat. How many hours a week will you give that one client that is paying you $1,000 per month? Well, let's look at that. That's a great question. That's $250 a week. I'd say 1 hour a day sounds pretty good. Now, when you're starting, you might have to do a little bit more. Okay, but here's how it works. If I'm going to give an edit and I receive the request on Monday at, let's say 9 a.m., the very earliest request possible, business days only, business hours only primarily, I would return that level 2 video Thursday or Friday. And if it was even more, you know, and I would say, look, I need to have 5 clients to survive. If I had 5 $1,000 clients, I need to be able to handle that, as well as need 5 $5,000 clients. Now, if you have 5 $5,000 clients and you're running this, I would recommend you to hire a video editor and stop doing that. But if you're at 5 $1,000 clients, I would spend 1 to 2 hours a day on each client. And I would expect that some clients forget to request sometimes, and I wouldn't overthink it. I think it's more important that you go discover for yourself, what does it feel like? And then maybe you say, you know what, Rich? This price doesn't work for me. Because what I want to offer, I often need to spend 2 to 3 hours a day, 15 hours a week. I can't do 15 hours a week for $250. I can do 15 hours a week for $500. Okay, so your new price is $2,000. No problem. What I would say is this. Don't think about offering as much as possible. Think about making it simple and great. Don't try to say, I will give you all of this. I will give you all my time. I will make unlimited videos, 30 videos a month. Try to focus on quality. Try to focus on planning and taking the time. And hopefully that balances it out for you. It's a good question, though. I think that's why you have to discover it. And the price point is meant to get you started. Would you be sad if you had to spend 8 hours a day working for 3 clients who paid you $1,000 US a month? So you'd be getting $3,000 US a month. You'd be learning so much because you're working full time in a new industry or new-ish. You got 3 clients who are paying you month after month, and maybe will lead you to more clients. Are you really going to tell me that how much time that takes matters? Because what's the alternative, right? That's the thing. What's the alternative? You have to say at some point, you know what? Like, I'm not worried about the hours. I'm worried about where I'm doing those hours. You know, do I have access to clean water? Do I have access to high quality foods where I'm doing the work? Because if you do the work and you're getting that much work, and you've got to see that you're undercharging for a purpose, is that eventually you're going to charge more, but you got to start somewhere. So don't think too much about time. Set it rationally. Try to calculate the math, but at the beginning, it doesn't matter. At the beginning, you need to get the experience. And if it's not working, the great thing about the model we talk about, OPMA, is nobody is locked in. And I never worked with long contracts. I always told my clients, if you don't think you're getting value from me, I don't think it's going to work. So you just stop working with me whenever you want. And I felt that that worked a lot, you know, and I think that you will find the rhythm once you get going. And I used to say this a lot more than I do now, but you have a lot of control. You will be able to sort of create a quality experience for your client without overly worrying about how much time. Because at the end of the day, they don't care how much time. They only care that the video is doing well in this case, that the marketing is being effectively done. So you're going to get faster and faster. You're going to then learn automations and AI when the time is right. And that's what we should come back to now, is if you were working 8 hours a day and you were a little bit stuck, yeah, I might start thinking about, can AI change this for me, or do I need to fundamentally change my model? I know this doesn't work for everyone out there, and I know for some of you, charging $1,000 wouldn't work either. And that's why this is about how to start. I could have said pro bono for first 3 clients, no charge, right? I didn't say that yet. I don't think you need to, because when you're putting in work to make media, that's pretty intense. That can't be a refunded thing. That can't be something that's no charge. It's different than, let's say, you do a little bit of strategy and you give some people some ideas that aren't proven but are likely to be good. That makes a little bit more sense, that if it didn't work, maybe you wouldn't charge, right? But if you had to go do the edits, do the revisions, and what they were telling you to do, and it didn't work, that's ultimately not your fault. And that's the thing, is you aren't making the video. They're making the video. You're making the video better. You're helping the video get views, but you didn't actually make it. And so I think at this level, when you're starting out, your clients aren't going to have the high expectations. Go look at what some other video editing companies are doing, and you'll see the price points are quite a lot higher. Okay, if you like that video, give it a thumbs up so you get more of it in your feed from Rich+Niche. And I hope you're subscribing to the channel by now.
Leave me a comment below if you've got questions, but if you want to watch the full live stream where that clip just came from, it's up here. I linked it for you directly. No lazy uploads here. And for those of you who are just beginners, who need something a little bit more foundational and just found me for the first time, I highly recommend this video here, one of our more popular videos to get you started. See you guys in the next video.